Switched on over. Alright, in the top left-hand corner, playing once again here on Ohana, playing for Team Druid Esports, we do have Dax.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, we've got the Protoss player. He's in the red colors, and he is GetOutMyGame. And he was pretty confident before that he's going to take this. So we'll see if his words, if his actions live true to his words.
We shall see indeed. And I think the only way you could get more emphatic with that name is to actually put an exclamation mark at the end. But I don't think you can do that. So
unless you can also underline my, like, get out my game as well.
There you go.
You know,
get some
could italic it. If you could get some HTML in there.
There you go. That would be kind of crazy if you could, like, do
HTML your names.
I don't know if you played Brood War, but
no,
you could spoof your names in there and add, like, colors and stuff to them and, like, special characters.
That'd be so cool.
And people had...
That'd be awesome. In the bottom right-hand corner, our Rainbow Toss player.
Yeah.
Just, that'd be so awesome.
It's true, but you could also steal your opponent's names. And so there were no character codes. Everybody's name was unique,
yeah.
But you could steal other people's names like that.
Yeah.
And so it was pretty... It was the Wild West, man. That was Brood War for you. It was the Wild West.
Wow. I unfortunately never really got to play Brood War, quite honestly. Like, as a 19-year-old, it was one of them games which was just kind of out of my time completely. Like,
yeah,
it just wasn't the game to play at all, like, ever. Not like, it just wasn't ever like the cool thing, I guess. That's not really a good way of describing it. I can't think of how I want to describe this right now.
Yeah, no. It was me being just about 5 years older than you. It was definitely something that in middle school we picked up, and I was never much of a competitive player by any means in terms of IC Cup ladders or anything like that. But I was the kind of guy that would get my 10 wins to get 10 stars. Fellow casual Brood War players, you know what I'm talking about. Get my stars on my account and then play some custom games. Lots of UMS, use map setting games. Those were the fun ones for me. But definitely watched some Brood War in the later days of competitive Brood War.
I see it when I did watch some Brood War. I've watched, especially when they started to switch over to Starcraft 2. I started to watch some, and while I didn't really know what was going on ever, it was pretty fun to watch. I remember watching a TVT one time, and it was like, whoa, what is this? This is amazing.
Yeah, it could certainly be pretty positional, but so can this matchup. Of course, our Zerg and Protoss going to be going head-to-head here on Ohana. Our Protoss has actually gone for a in-base 1-gate expansion now, and already throwing down an additional 2 gateways. Our Zerg player gets a perfect scout off, though. Like, literally, as the gateways are dropped, 4 Zergling march into the base, and this is going to give DruidzDaax a lot of information, and he's going to be able to react to this 3-gate pressure.
Yeah, and he's already begun to react correctly here. He's already taken his gas, realizing, hey, you're not going for a Forge expand, so he's not going for that free base extremely fast, and in fact, he started speeding, he's continuing to mine gas, which means he's thinking about getting the Roach Warren up very, very soon, and getting the Roaches up to defend, and as long as he gets that Roach Warren down in plenty of time, he should be fine to hold off of any kind of pressure from the Protoss player, which should be about to start coming out, although Dax, he looks like he's going to keep his opponent in his base. He's actually going to run by here again, and now he's going to scout the Stargate even.
Oh man, this is actually really, really bad for GetOutMyGame. The only thing he really wants to happen right now is for this Zergling to get out of his base. Already both of his tech transitions have been scouted very, very quickly. And now, as the Stargates are going to come out, I mean, we already see the Evolution Chamber coming down here from our Zerg. I do not anticipate this Void Raid doing a lot of damage to the main or natural. What it can do, though, is deny the third for quite a long time if our Zerg player does not start spreading creep very, very quickly.
Yeah, definitely, and the thing is, though, is Dax even going to try and go to third? He's just starting his lab immediately, and I mean, he's only just, well, he scouted that the third base, the natural of the pros is now going down, so he can consider, of course, going towards his third, and you're right, if he does want to go towards his third, he'll need the creep spread, because otherwise he can't get queens over there, he can't get smoke rolls over there quickly, and so he'll be in a lot of trouble. So this is going to be interesting to see how Dax does decide to deal with it, but his lair's about to finish, and we'll see exactly what he wants to go for, as he's not really got that much gas banked up, so he's probably just going to go for roach speed and some roaches, I think, with this. Though all of his gas is on our mines, so we could possibly see Mewers. Which would be a little bit silly, though, against Stargate. It's Hydras. There we go, talking to myself.
Interesting, yeah, the +1 that had finished up for a while now, it's going to be +1 range, so going to work with the roaches and the hydras. Of course, hydras will be able to do pretty well against phoenixes. The problem is that they're more, either you commit completely to offense with them, or you can completely commit to defense. In the middle of the map, they're just going to get kited by the phoenixes and even the void rays. I mean, void rays not very fast themselves, but still fast enough to get away from some hydras off creep. So, I don't know. I'm not sure I quite like this one, but that is the choice here. And as the first Phoenix is going to come in, going to get a little bit of scouting information off. And the Void Ray, actually going to be just staying on this side of the map, was looking for an Overseer to pick off, but not really finding it just yet.
Just missing the Overseer, and that is absolutely huge because we've got the Nidus network on the way down for Dax right now. And this is going to be so strong because what does GetOutMyGame have? Gateway units aren't very strong against Hydralisks, and especially not when you've got 4 sentries and a Stalker. So this Nidus is going to go up very soon. GetOutMyGame has no idea at all, missing the units, of course, with his missing the Overseer with his air units. And well, the Nidus moment's going to start coming up in a moment, and Roaches and Hydras are going to load on it.
And that's what I talked about. The crossing in the middle of the map is the big issue here. Nidus going to be coming down, and did the probe just spot it?
Did the probe just spot it? No, it did not. Oh, and well, things are about to get tough for GetOutMyGame, and quite soon he might have to get out of his own game.
And there's the Nidus Canal sound as roaches are going to start to unload. GetOutMyGame says, oh god, oh my god, there's so much stuff in my base, and this is actually devastating right there. Both of those buildings having to be canceled. There goes the shield coming up. Guardian shield lifting up some Hydras, but more units are coming over. Queen going to come in, and there's the force field going down, but there's just not enough to actually defend this. The Phoenix is in the air. Oh, even... Ooh.